Take a breath right now. Big one. Hold it. Now imagine that is your last breath before 50 meters of freestyle. Most swimmers do not make it. Not elite swimmers, not beginners, everyone. And the reason is not what you think. You have been in the water for weeks, maybe months. Your legs feel fine after 50 meters. Your arms feel fine. Your heart is not exploding, but you are at the wall, gasping, wondering why your body completely fell apart after 2 lengths of a pool. And you have told yourself the same story every single time. I just need to get fitter. That is the wrong answer, and I can prove it. Some of the fittest human beings on the planet, people who can run for 4 hours without stopping, people who can cycle up a mountain for 6 hours, cannot swim 50 meters without stopping at the wall. Not because they are unfit, because nobody told them what is actually happening inside their body when they swim. Here is what is actually happening. Your body is not running out of oxygen. It is drowning in CO2. When your muscles work, they produce CO2 as a waste product. When you run, you breathe it out naturally with every step. No problem. But in the water, your face is submerged, and that CO2 starts building up inside you, like pressure building inside a sealed pot. Your brain detects that rising CO2, see, and it panics. It screams, breathe. Now, not because your lungs are empty, not because you are suffocating, because the CO2 alarm in your brain just went off, and you cannot override it. That desperation you feel at the wall, that gasping, that I cannot take another stroke feeling, that is not fitness. That is a CO2 alarm. But here is where it gets worse for you specifically, because the CO2 problem is only half of it. There's a second thing happening at the same time, and almost nobody talks about it. The moment you enter that water, it starts working against you. Water has weight, and that weight presses against your chest from every direction. Research confirmed water reduces your lung capacity by up to 11% before you even push off the wall. Your lungs are literally smaller the moment you get in the pool. Now add the position. When you swim freestyle, you are flat, completely horizontal. That forces your diaphragm upward. The very muscle you need to breathe gets compressed from below. Smaller lungs, restricted diaphragm, CO2 alarm going off, all happening at the same time, before you even take a single stroke. And then you wonder why 50 meters destroys you. But here is the kicker. You are probably making every single one of those problems 10 times worse yourself without knowing it. Here's what most swimmers do when their face goes back into the water after a breath. They hold it. They seal their mouth. They stop breathing. They glide. It feels efficient. It is not. Because while you are holding that breath, the CO2 from your previous stroke is still sitting in your lungs, mixed in with the fresh air you just took. Think of it like this. Imagine pouring fresh, clean water into a glass that still has dirty water sitting in the bottom. The clean water sits on top. The dirty water stays underneath. Your lungs work the same way. If you do not push the old CO2 out first, the new oxygen cannot fully replace it. The CO2 builds faster. The panic alarm fires sooner. The wall comes earlier, every single lap. The fix is one change. One. The moment your face goes back into the water after a breath, start exhaling immediately. Not a big exhale, not a dramatic blow, a steady, continuous stream of bubbles. The whole time your face is underwater, air is moving out. So that by the time you turn for your next breath, your lungs are already mostly empty, ready to receive fresh air the instant your mouth clears the water. You are not trying to breathe in faster. You are making space first. Exhale first. Inhale second. Every single time. Say it again. Exhale first. Inhale second. That is the entire fix. But there is one more thing. And this is the part most people get wrong even after they fix the exhale. Your breathing rhythm needs to match your stroke cycle. Most swimmers breathe every 2 strokes, then gasp, then panic. then stop. The better approach, especially if you're building up, is to exhale for the full time your face is in the water and inhale cleanly every 3 strokes. You are not getting less air. You are using the air you get more efficiently because the air you take in is not mixed with stale CO2. It is going into ready lungs. And ready lungs means your brain does not fire the panic alarm. And when the panic alarm does not fire, 50 meters does not destroy you. Next time you are at the wall after 50 meters, not gasping, you will know exactly why. Not because you got fitter, because you fixed the one thing that was working against you every single length without you even knowing it. Try this on your next swim. 1 session, exhale the moment your face goes back in. Steady stream of bubbles the whole way, then come back here and tell me it felt like the same swim. It will not. Drop. I fixed it in the comments after your next session. I want to see how many of you actually do it. One more thing before you go. If your kick is making this worse, which it probably is, that is the next video. Because your kick is not just slowing you down, it is stealing the breath you thought you were taking. You were never out of breath because you were unfit. You were out of breath because nobody told you this. Now they did.